So the first thing that I wanted to touch on was what Mos Def had to say about Drake.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Drake is pop to me, in the sense like if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's
Commercial music,
shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean,
It's
I get
commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music. Skippable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
Woo! So many products.
So where you guys stand on Mos Def's thought on Drake's influence on hip hop and his music?
I think it depends on what song it is. Because Drake can rap and then he can sing. I think Mos Def was in Walmart when he heard the singing Drake. That's my personal opinion.
Depending where you at?
Yeah, I think it depends where you at, bro.
I agree with him. I mean, there's definitely some Drake songs that you would not play in Walmart at all. But those songs are fire. His new stuff, I'm not a fan of. So say it's Target. I don't know. Safari.
Yeah, that is the cheesiest of cheesy.
Yo, Dollars, I'm going to tell you something crazy. So the other day, I was riding in the car in a full X. He kept dissing Drake. Like Mos Def said, the music that they play for Drake is angry shopping music at Walmart. Flex was going in on Drake. And I ain't know Flex and Drake had a problem.
Flex never played no Mos Def. I never heard neither. So, I mean.
What's your thoughts on it, C?
I mean, Drake, he going to go down in history for
being one of the best.
One of the best for real. He's going to go down in Jamaican Hall of Fame. He has so many different hits. He's like a chameleon. He's a pop star, but he can still spit bars and do what he got to do on that microphone, as you can see with that boy.
Yeah. You know what? Jumping off of what G said is basically it. It depends on what Drake you listen to. But the problem is Drake it's been a long time since we've heard that Drake that G's is referring to. To me, it's like to a certain era, that Drake don't even exist no more. I can't remember the last time I heard some real dope hard Drake music.
I don't listen to him.
I felt like anything before Certified Lover Boy was pretty much the Drake we're talking about.
Yeah, especially coming from Mos Def we talking about now. If you listen to Mos Def kind of rap and you listen to Drake kind of rap,
it's levels.
Yeah,
levels.
There's definitely a difference. So for someone like Mos Def, that type of music is gonna be considered that. I don't wholly agree, but I will say new Drake is definitely target music.
Facts, and I can agree. He does have some songs that they could.
Didn't they use Hotline Bling in like 1,000 commercials?
Yeah, probably all that Hotline Bling and all that dancing
Yeah, I wouldn't
around.
mind listening, bro.
How many times did y'all hear Hotline Bling when that song was out anywhere? But he making money. You can't. You can't be mad.
I wouldn't mind being in Walmart and hearing that. Like, I'm sorry, me personally. Like, if that came on, I'd be bumping while I get some groceries.
But let me just say this: I think at some point Drake made a decision like, no matter what I do, these hip hop niggas is not gonna accept me. And he just said, fuck it. I'm going to just make good music and sell as many records as I can, and I'm going to be as big as the Beatles. And you ain't going to get like that just doing rap. So, like Brother C said, he started doing reggae, all that other shit, his tune them and all his accents, and he's making money. It's Target music, but it's selling.
But there's a problem with Target music because the money is going to follow where the music is.
You know what's the problem, C? Rap is just looked at as soft. That's an insult if somebody say you make Walmart rap. It just sounds like a dig.
Drake is laughing to the bank, huh?
Yeah.
Drake didn't make a statement, but he put out a clip of Method Man describing what hip-hop was, basically the essence of it.
This is a culture. It's a way of life. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you walk, break dancing, the rhymes, stage shows, the DJ, the mixing, the scratching. Word as hip hop.
Subliminal with his retort, so can't be mad at that.
For me, just hate. Like,
came across as hate.
You either listen to Walmart music or you gonna listen to people.
Fine line between criticism and hate, I guess.
Picture listening to some 21 Savage while you're shopping in Walmart.
Yeah, I know, right? Ready to turn up on the op. Smart DiGiorno.
I feel like
21.
It's real out here in these shopping streets, though.
Right? That's the goal, right?
If you see these shelves, yeah, it is.
Some artists is strictly about the music, and some just want to sell as many records as possible. And I don't fault nobody. Do what you do. Do what you do.
I fuck with Drizzy. music.
Only thing I gotta say though is Drake gotta not take it so personally about the criticism he's getting, because he's been getting a shit ton of it. But that's the kind of music he's putting out. Like,
Why
he's
not?
not putting out rap, so
Why not? Why, when you put your time and effort in something, you think something is good and somebody downplay it, why you can't feel?
of course not. He's entitled to feel angry. I just don't think he's entitled to keep lashing out. It makes him look small.
It's his art, right? So if he paint a picture and somebody don't like it, he has the right to.
But it's
to-
subjective. Not everybody's gonna
art
like
gets
it.
criticized. Every single thing I put out gets
Absolutely.
criticized. You think I'm gonna respond to everybody? And I ain't Drake. I wouldn't respond to anybody.
Absolutely, but if he feels that way,
You gotta,
There's no
you gotta,
problem
you
with
gotta play it cool, Drake. We
And on
48
top of
laws of
that-
power, my brother.
And on top of that, gotta watch who you
I
give your
agree.
time to. He only his time is limited because he's so busy.
Yeah.
You think he could respond to every single person that says anything derogatory about him or his style, his craft, or anything like that? When was the last time you really heard anything from Mos Def?
I
Like,
think
no
I think he
disrespect to Mos
responds.
Def, he's the legend and everything. You know, the
Call
old
Quest.
people
Yo, listen, I think
talking crazy about the
Then
young
none of-
generation.
Absolutely.
So you think
He-
it's hate too?
Yeah.
See, you think it's hate too?
a little bit.
A little salt,
little-
hate. I think it's a little salt.
A little salt.
No, sprinkle it in a little bit.
Little,
Yo,
little
Dallas,
salt,
can
but
I
I
say
got you.
this? And this is my personal opinion. Drake been rapping like that all the time. Drake has so many hits that can be played in Walmart. It's ridiculous. And that's just being honest. So for him
he
to
do
say
got
it
the
right
hits.
now, it's a little bit hate. He got a bunch of pop songs that play in elevators, hospital.
He definitely do.
That's Drizzy.
You had something to say, Red?
Yeah, Drake shouldn't really care what other people gotta say because he's able to work with a whole bunch of artists from not the U.S., like outside the U.S., all over the country. You're able to make songs with different people. So if you get in the bag, why do you care what this person has to say? You shouldn't care.
Yeah, that was actually my point. But again, it's obviously because he was bothered when people reacted.
That's true.
It's probably because, you know, he's probably deep down inside a fan of Mos Def.
Yeah, like I
seen
said,
Bay.
these same people that's coming out at Drake used to always say he was fans of them Joe Buttons,
Yeah,
Mos
I
Def, these
remember-
lyricists, and then they shit on you. It gotta hurt. It will bother me too. So I get it.
Yeah.
I definitely get it.
My thing is this. I just feel like when a person put effort in whatever they do, whether you shooting 100 free throws or you sitting there rapping or drawing a painting, it's difficult to take certain kind of
Criticism.
It's
Yeah.
hard when you think you're doing the best you could do.
Nah,
and
I
somebody
trust me.
hits you in the
Anybody that
face.
has any type of art can attest to that.
Yeah,
Anybody. So
fact.
that part I can agree with.
Yeah.